Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry, the lighting is off. It's nighttime. I ended one vlog to jump right into start with the next one. I think this next vlog is just gonna be a mood reading. I say this in every mood reading vlog. I'm a very big mood reader, kind of just randomly always picking up different books and things like that. So we ended the last vlog with me reading H.D. Carlton for the first time, and the first book I read by the author was Haunting Adeline. So we're starting this vlog off reading book number 2, Hunting Adeline, and my friend already read this, so I was asking her like, hey, like, what's the vibe of this book? Are we gonna, like, when do they reunite in the book? Because that's what I want to know. And she basically said like it takes 90% of the book for them until they come together, which really sucks because I'm kind of scared to see what she's about to experience and how unhinged Zaid is about to become. This is gonna just be just how I'm feeling throughout this book and my reaction and my thoughts and things like that. I have been getting I feel like I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with the camera, just picking it up here and there. I've been trying because I do have the V10 power, oh my god, I cannot talk, the Canon PowerShot V10. It's just very easy to kind of just tuck in my sweater, tuck in my pocket and my purse, and just constantly have you guys around, which is so easy because then as soon as I find a quote or something that I want to share with you guys, I pull it right out and I can read it to you guys and giggle with you guys and laugh with you guys, literally give you guys kind of like the full experience of how I'm feeling in that moment. Guys, it is Sunday and it is early morning. I didn't go to sleep till about like 1:40. JK, it was like 2 in the morning, but I stopped reading at like 1:30 because I was really trying to head to bed. I got to like 46% into the book and I was like, you know, I need to go to bed. At that point, it was already like 1:30 in the morning and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna put it down, close my eyes and try to just force myself to go to sleep. That didn't happen. So I tried to play my game on my phone. See if that like kind of just shut my mind down a little bit. It did not. But I was basically up till like about 2 a.m. doing nothing. Just got on TikTok for a second and I was like, you know, this is a bad idea. Put my phone back down. Because then my son woke up, he needed things, and then I was up every hour after that. I told my husband it's like one of these things where it's like, I know as soon as I close my eyes, my kids are gonna need something. So I like refuse to kind of like close my eyes. I don't know if any other mom is like this, but then I refuse to close my eyes because I'm like, I know as soon as I close them, I'm gonna have to get back up. And then it's like a whole process in my brain. It's like my brain doesn't comprehend that it doesn't matter what time I go to sleep, my kids are gonna end up waking up and they're gonna need something. If you didn't read Haunting Adeline, please do not, I don't want to give any spoilers away, but it's so hard to talk about this book without giving spoilers away. Please just skip over this section. Spoilers. I'm just gonna put a spoiler warning because I don't know what's gonna come out of my mouth, essentially. So in this one, we're seeing her in the human trafficking. I don't know if I can say that on here. And we see her go through horrible things, how they're cheated, how the other girls are treating her, especially this one, not all of them, just this one. Then we have Rio, who's the one who actually kidnapped her, but seeing that there's more to him than what we actually really knew. Now yes, he is a bad person, but he also has a good heart, and he was kind of just in a situation where like her, in a sense. Before I keep going on, does anyone have any tips on how to keep your freaking cats off your counters? Because mine don't listen, and I've tried the spray bottle things and that literally doesn't faze them whatsoever. Like they'll jump off and then 2 seconds later throw it right back on. I'm tired of wiping down my counters constantly. But now we're seeing her kind of like, well, not only are we seeing her go through that process, but we're seeing Zaid go completely unhinged. Like he is determined to find his woman. He works in this field, so he knows she has to be enduring the worst of the worst. And he's feeling very guilty. Like he's feeling like, hey, if I've never met her, if I never involved her in any of this, like she wouldn't be in the predicament that she's in. And it kind of breaks your heart for literally not only her, but for him as well. We also see that she finds this diary that was Molly's and she's reading it, and that's what's helping her get through her days at Francesca's, who's the woman who's in charge of like prepping them to be sold and how to handle being slave, and how it's just very heartbreaking. There's this thing called the calling in it where they're literally hunted down, and if they get shot by an arrow, they get forced to like have anything happen to them. So their goal is to not be caught and shot by an arrow. We see that whole scene, and that scene literally broke my heart. Like I felt so bad for her. They were making them do then after they were through with the girls that were caught. It literally just, I felt my soul breaking for her. I will say this book is very fast-paced compared to Haunting Adeline. We're just seeing 2 different sides to them and understanding them better as people, and understanding like the new Adeline now as well. So I'm liking where it's going. I already know I'm going to finish it today. I'm not going to be able to put it it down. I'm literally making me 20 cups of coffee to get through this today. Oh, there's also like they're getting to know each other again. Not know each other because they didn't really get a chance to actually like know each other, if you know what I mean. We only had like a couple nights and like a couple just moments together, I guess we could say, before she was actually kidnapped. And this is my favorite part. She asked like, hey, like what's your last name? Like they're literally getting to know each other on like a deeper level. She goes, what's your last name? He goes, Meadows, baby. Our last name is Meadows. The confidence of him, the way that he's treating her, not like she's a victim, but like he knows his limits. Like he's not gonna just do what he did in the first book to her, which I kind of love, but I low-key think that she wants that as well. Like I forget what they're talking about, but he goes, it's because I love you, Adeline Riley, and I know you love me back. When I'm inside you, you won't be thinking of anything else but how to get me deeper. The only fear you'll taste is from a god sending you to the heaven too soon. Like, hello. Yes, we're just reintroduced to Sybil again. If you guys don't know, she has her own prequel, I think, before this that I did not read, that I eventually want to read, Satan's Affair. She literally tells Adeline, please don't be scared of me. You smell like the most wonderful flowers. I would never hurt you. And like everyone thinks she's crazy, but like and that she has like she sees things, and like I don't know, I want to read her story because she intrigued me when I read about her in the first book. Can't wait for that. Just wanted to bring that up because I thought it was really fun. Okay, but why is this so cute? I followed you through lifetimes, Adeline. My soul needs you so badly that I've become a shadow destined to hunt you for eternity. Why is that so cute? Okay, I'm 74% in. It is 6:23 and I'm gonna finish this before bed tonight. I'm determined to finish it before bed tonight. I'll be back once I'm done with my review and everything. Okay, so last night I did finish Hunting Adeline by H.D. Carlton, and I ended up giving it 4 stars. Definitely liked it way better than the first one. It was very fast paced, very engaging. You were just so invested in the plot and what was going to happen to her and how Zaid was going to lose control that it kind of like consumed you throughout the book. Like you wanted to know how this reunion between the two was going to go, and I was not disappointed. Also, I only had, what was it? I think it was like at 94% yesterday when I started it, because everything that can go wrong on a Monday went wrong on a Monday. It was probably the worst Monday that I've had in a long time. Like our laundry room flooded multiple times yesterday. It's just honestly was just a hot mess, so I didn't get to read as much as I wanted to. I loved how I don't know, I loved how they loved. I feel like obviously she didn't realize that for a long time. I think she knew that she cared about him, but I don't think that she realized that she actually truly loved him until she couldn't have him near her, I guess you can say. I loved every part of seeing them love each other on this very toxic, very everything type of vibe that they had going on. I was not mad. I can see why so many people are obsessed with this series and the characters. I love the characters. I really hope that S-I-D-E-N, is it Sidon? I don't even know. He calls her a demon slayer. If you guys know who I'm talking about, if you have read it. I really hope she gets her whole full book. I haven't read Satan's Affair yet, but I do plan on reading that. And Where Did Molly Go? Is that, or Where's Molly, or whatever that one's called. I do want to read those because I did get very invested. We do get to see Demon Slayer a lot more in this one, and how it ended, it kind of left like you wondering like what happened to her at the end of Haunting Adeline. Yeah, what happened? Like now I'm invested. I really hope that she gets a whole full series because she sounds like she's crazy, but like her crazy kind of like makes sense. How it all just, how she is just makes sense. And I thought that she brought such a huge element to this book, especially helping them take down the people that they needed to take down. I was not disappointed. I decided I need to go and just reread a book next because I feel like a slump's coming on. We are going to be reading Havoc at Prescott High. I think I've reread this one and the second one. This would be my 3rd time reading this go around. So the series not, but I'm currently about to start chapter 4. I read some of this before I went to bed last night, and I was like, you know what, at chapter 4 I'm gonna stop, so I'm gonna just get right into this. If you guys don't know what this is about, I'm gonna just read it back to you, which I feel like you guys do know because I have talked about Sam Stunch multiple times in the series, multiple times on my series. I mean on my YouTube channel. I'll read it back to you guys. There's one word you don't utter at Prescott High, not unless you want them to own you. H-A-V-O-C. Hail Aaron, Victor, Oscar, and Caleb, the Havoc boys rule the hellhole we all call Prescott High. Once upon a time, they ruled me for an entire year. I endured their shit, but senior year is going to be different. This year, I own them. I've made a pact with the Havoc boys to get vengeance I deserve. Their price, me, at their beck and call, in their bed, a part of their gang, their girl, a Havoc girl. Those dirty, rotten boys are going to get revenge against everyone that's wronged me, everyone but themselves. Tell me that it doesn't like just entrap you. if you love a reverse harem, love a gang based kind of like world element that's about to go on, Prescott High is the place to be. This whole series, just there's so much drama and so much that goes on with it. Like my friend is reading it currently for the first time, and I don't think I told her that it was like a 5-book series. So she's like, yeah, it's kind of slow. I'm like, yeah, because it's a 5-book series and so much is gonna happen throughout it. I do remember like it getting in was kind of slow, but once you are in, you are in. I'm excited to reread the series again. Don't know if I'm gonna jump right into book number 2 after this. Like I said, I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling. There's just a lot of books I want to get to, but I really don't want to fall in the slump. And I've noticed over the last year that when I do feel kind of like this slump coming on, either I just need to take a break from reading and read like maybe 1 or 2 pages a day and kind of just do something else with my time, or I need to reread one of my favorite series, and that literally just like jump starts me again, and then I'm all into reading again. Don't know if that makes sense to anybody. That's what works for me. If you're ever in a reading slump, go back and reread one of your favorite books or series, and it kind of like just lit a fire under your ass, and you're just like, okay, I gotta get all this reading done. At least it does for me. So yeah, we're gonna go read this right now. We're at a point where she are just called Havoc, and they're kind of went over like what she's demanding, what her need is for them, and they're gonna come up with a price, and if she's willing to pay that price, as we can tell she's willing, then it's about to get wild. I have been sick these last couple days. I think I have a stomach virus. So reading Havoc by Prescott High, just because I have not been reading. I do have the paperback that I was reading, but then I was like, you know, I'm just gonna download it on my Kindle. So yeah, I'm 50% into it. I'm probably gonna get a lot more into it in a little bit. I'm literally gonna sit down and relax here soon. I feel like I've been go. We're seeing her and the guy's kind of dynamic actually form, them starting to get revenge on her list. I think the 2 people they already got in revenge on, which was the principal, but it wasn't like his revenge. As you see throughout the book, you see they do something very crazy to him, but in this book we had already seen the ex-boyfriend get revenge on him, and then now there's this war kind of between Callie, who was, is it Kaylee? It might be Kaylee, who was Bernie's best friend since 2nd grade, but then obviously she called Havoc on her, I think their sophomore year it was, and Havoc basically tortured her for a whole year. Essentially you see like this kind of war between her and her friends and some guys, and then Havoc and Bernie, and there's like kind of like not this turf war, but this turf war essentially. So I started sourdough. We're on day 5. I'm going to show you guys how it's looking. I mean, there's like, I don't know if you guys can see, but there are bubbles on her. There are some bubbles down there. Sorry, this is probably gonna look weird, but if you look in there, oh, there we go. There are some bubbles in there as well. It's my first time doing it. I'm doing it with my sister-in-law, so we're doing it together. And all day, I swear that's all we're talking about. I ended up naming mine Bernie because of just, I couldn't think of another name. And I'm like, Bernetta, Bernie, we're gonna just go with that because that's the main character in the book that I'm reading currently. So it just kind of went with it. And when she acts up, I call her Bernie bitch. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at right now and why I haven't picked up my hammers in a couple days. I'm just so exhausted. Hey guys, it is Monday the 3rd, and I am just now picking up my camera to record again. I was out of commission for about like 4 to 5 days. I got super sick, stomach was aching, super nauseous. Yesterday I developed a really bad headache, which I think that developed because I wasn't drinking any caffeine because it was just making my stomach turn. I barely ate. I was just really going through it, and today I'm actually feeling like about 90% good. I'm so happy that I'm back. But I did finish Havoc last night, Sunday night, and I believe I first gave that book 5 stars, but going back and reading it, I'm going with 4.5 stars just because the first book is really building up the plot. We're really getting to know the characters and how they all work together, figuring out like how this dynamic is going to work with her joining Havoc and them trying to get revenge for the people that have wronged her. I think it was just a perfect book to set up for the rest of the series. We will see. I forgot that this ended in such a big cliffhanger. To be honest, I totally forgot about that. I don't know why I thought everything that I know happened in book 1 for some reason, which obviously that's false. There's 5 books in the series. So that being said, do with that as you will. I do love it though. I do love the Havoc series so much. As a whole, it's a 5-star series for me. I always say this when I talk about Sam Stunch, is that you get so invested in her characters. And I feel like if you go back and you watch my videos and my recommendation videos and also authors that I mainly talk about, I always say like how I love it because I get so invested in their characters and their series because they put so much work into them. One thing I say that she does really well is write reverse harems. Like every character I've ever encountered of hers, they don't remind me of one another. They don't remind me of another boy in another book, like nothing like that. They're all just so uniquely different. Ugh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Now that I'm done with that, let's go on to the next book, which is an arc, and it is The Venom We Bleed by Lucy Smoke. You guys know I'm currently listening to the audiobook of Pretty Little Savage, which is another series by Lucy Smoke, and it is a reread for me, but I'm listening to it this time around and I absolutely love it. So I already know how Lucy Smoke's writing is and I love it. This is a Why Choose. I don't know if she has written Why Choose before. When I tell you that the whole time in Pretty Little Savage I was wishing that was a Why Choose, I was so wishing. So now that she actually came out with a Why Choose, I'm gonna eat it up. So far I don't really know what's going on, so once I know what's going on, I'll come back on and update you guys all. Also, I dropped the shit out of my camera today. Almost cried. I mean, there is little scratches on it around like the back. I need to get a good case. I wish they came out with those pretty little rubber cases they did come out with the other Canon G7X and all that, because I wish they had one for this because I would so put one on it. It didn't get banged up too bad, but there are little scratches. It just like everything in my purse just fell out all over the freaking floor when I was getting us into the car today. Don't know how that happened, but my poor camera, it hit the floor really, really hard. I love this camera so bad. I love it, love it, love it, love it. And I would hate for anything to happen to it, but I'm gonna go and read and get my kids to bed. Okay, so I've been reading The Venom We Bleed by Lucy Smoke. Didn't get to tell you guys exactly what this book is about, but basically, essentially, on her 18th birthday, she finds her boyfriend and best friend cheating on her. She's obviously heartbroken, destroyed, but not only that, when she gets home, her father's being arrested for embezzling money from his company and basically screwed the whole town. Stole money not just from his company, but from the town too. I'm guessing that's what his company was invested in and things like that. So not only is she broke, her father's in jail, her mother ran off without her, but now she has to go to Silvercrest Public, which obviously she's going to be enemy number one because all their parents lost jobs. There's just, you know, a shit show of things. So then we have the three guys. We have Nolan, Lex, and Gio. Lex has been stalking her basically all her life. No, like dead serious, like he is her stalker. And then we have Nolan and Gio that know that and kind of just made him this false promise that like once they get out of Silvercrest, Lex will be able to take Juliet, that's her name, take Juliet with them only if she wants to. They are not going to kidnap her, but only if he wants to. But now there's all these different obstacles going on with people trying to kill her, trying to harm her. She's getting bullied at school because she's public enemy number one. But then we do also have those good people in it that are like, you know, she's not her father's sin. But there's also something going on where I don't think that her father is the one who actually embezzled the money. I think it was his best friend. How about that, huh? There's just a lot of little factors going on right now. They have this, what are they called? They're the kings of the school basically. So they have been basically saving her ass. Like she has done some not questionable things because everything she has done has been to protect someone or to protect herself. They have saved her every chance that they can and she still does not trust them. And they're kind of just at this point where it's like, we have done all these things for you, and if you can't trust us after doing something that big, then you're just never gonna trust us. And that's kind of where we're at in it. I'm 71% into it, so I'm literally about to, I'm gonna finish it tonight. Also, this describes Lex and his mentality perfect because he literally goes, I don't care, Lex bites out, that you fucked her. I care that you won't let me fuck her too. So Lex, he's the one who's been stalking her. He wants obviously her for himself, but like he does not mind sharing with Gio and Nolan. And he's currently mad because Nolan keeps kind of like pushing him away. I think Nolan's scared that his obsession is gonna hit a next level. That's kind of like what we're dealing with. I think I can get him.
Staff Sergeant Torres, the Baltimore Recruiting Battalion. Staff Sergeant Hyde, Seattle Recruiting Battalion.
Okay guys, so I finished, what is it? The Venom We Bleed by Lucy Smoke. Loved it. I think it's set up perfectly for the next books that are going to come. There was just a lot of miscommunication just because of who the guys are, what they're involved with, and them not communicating with her about those things just because she's already in her whole mess with her father, you know, apparently embezzling half of the town and his own company, just things like that whole aspect of it. But then we're also seeing how cruel people are being to her because of what her father has done. At the end of the day, it has nothing to do with her as a person. I think this whole experience kind of just opened her eyes to how cruel, and I guess she kind of feels like naive. She feels like she's always trusting and giving her love to all the wrong people. You see her questioning a lot of that at the end of this book, which makes me frustrated because we know what happens and why they couldn't come with her, but she doesn't know that, so it's just frustrating, I guess, in a sense. Other than that, I can't wait to read the next book, so definitely go with 4.5 stars for that one. I really thought it was gonna be a 5 stars. There's just like the miscommunication. Just couldn't do that. They would have just roped her in when she's already literally at the bottom of everything. I think it would have been a lot better. Not a lot better, because I mean it's good. Just what I feel like drew me in a lot more. Definitely gonna be looking out for that. And this arc should be coming out, I think, like the 14th, March 14th. So look out for that and go read it because it's gonna be really good. It is a YG, and we all know I love YGs. But I also think I'm gonna be ending this vlog because I don't know how long I've made it or how many books I've read in this vlog. I usually try to do 3 to 4 books in a vlog, and I think I'm at 3 or 4 at this point. So going to end it, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.